Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I've just bought 3 more citrus out of my summer house to have a look at the condition and what they need doing to them. I'm not going to do single videos on every citrus I've got in there because they're just too many, and they're going to go on, and people will get extremely bored with loads of near identical citrus videos. So I thought what I'd probably do is just feature 2 or 3 at a time all in one video, so you can just watch one video and you haven't got to worry about loads of different ones if you're interested in citrus at all. So I thought we'd look and see what sort of condition they're in and how they've responded. Now you can see these 3 plants are in very much better condition than some of my others, whereas my Mandarin Oro Grande, if you watched that video, is extremely pale. These 3 have stayed pretty much dark green over the winter. They're all nice and dry. I've not watered them since November, so they've literally been without water for 4 months. But of course, when they were put away, they were very wet, so there was no need to water. My main concern was that the roots might run into problems over winter, but as it happens, they've looked absolutely fine. There don't seem to be many disease problems. I'll let you have a look and see what the varieties are. The first one here we've got is another one of my Navel oranges, and this one is a Lane's Late, and this is starting out into growth now. What I'm going to do is I won't bother showing the after video. I'm going to repot all of these today into my sort of open 511 type citrus compost that I think is going to be better for most of them. And in actual fact, you can look at this and see, let's see if we can pick them out. You can probably just about see, but this one is actually developing a few flower buds on it as well as the new growth. So I'm happy with the new growth on it and the fact that it's going to produce a few flower buds. Now the one next to it is a grapefruit, and this grapefruit is Rio Red, which is obviously a red flesh one. Ignore the fact that it says pomelo on there. It is a grapefruit. That's because quite a lot of the Spanish and Italian languages, they refer to grapefruit as a pomelo or pomelo, even though we differentiate here between a grapefruit and a pomelo. Now interestingly, this plant did not grow at all last year. Might have put on a few leaves, but it didn't flower. I've had it at least, I might have got it at the beginning of last year, last summer, I'm not sure, even autumn the year before, but it didn't grow at all last year. Didn't flower or do anything, it just sat there. It actually had, I think, a grapefruit sitting on it, which got to about half size, but it didn't put out any new growth. And yet now, after its cool winter rest, it's absolutely covered in flower buds. Now you might be able to see at the top there, those flower buds look a bit ratty. They kind of look as if they've got aphids on them. It's not. They've actually been eaten by small snails, because one thing I do have in the summer house is quite a lot of small snails, and they love these young growths on the top. So I'm just going to wash this off with a bit of soapy water, but I haven't been able to find the snail on it. It's probably hiding somewhere underneath one of the branches. So what I'll do is take off any loose leaves that have been damaged excessively, such as that one, by the snail, and I will have a look around and see if I can find it hiding underneath a leaf or on the stem, but I can't see it. It may have moved on to another plant by now, but obviously it's not actually got any disease or insects on it. There's loads more flower buds down there, but it's absolutely covered in flower buds. So again, I'm going to repot that one because it's in the same pot it came in. Or maybe I did repot it, I'm not sure, can't remember now. It does look as if it's got perlite in that compost, but nevertheless I'll probably repot it and give it a fresh start. It shouldn't affect the flowers on it at all, because I'm not going to bare root it and take all the I'm not going to take all of the soil off it, so I don't want to disturb the roots, because I'd like it to flower, because it attracts bees and it smells nice and they look nice. I don't expect it to set any fruits, but that won't be a problem anyway. So that's my Rio Red grapefruit, and the third citrus next to it is another Washington Navel. I featured one in the video the other day. I think I've got 2 Washington Navels, so no doubt eventually, if they both carry on growing nicely, I may eventually sell one of them, because if I can keep them both alive, I don't need both of them. Now this one has put on, again, starting to put on lots of new growth on this one as well. You can see all the new shoots coming up. Looks really healthy. It's got 1 or 2 flower buds. There's a flower bud there and a flower bud at the end there, so it's got 1 or 2 flower buds just starting to appear. I'm not planning to put them back in the summer house. At the moment it looks like the coldest nighttime temperatures we're going to get for the next sort of week to 10 days looks to be no lower than 4 or 5 degrees, which is not a concern to me at all. It'll probably do them good to be out in the fresh air and the rain, although of course it does get warm in the summer house this time of the year, and that will benefit some of the citrus. So I just thought, if you're into your citrus, you'd be interested to see the 3. That's a Lane's Late, a grapefruit, which is a navel orange, a grapefruit Rio Red, and a Washington Navel, and it looks like they're all going to have some flowers on them, so I'll get them potted up and get on with my next job. So thanks for watching that video, much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video if you think anybody's interested in citrus growing in cooler climates. Please do subscribe to my channel if these sort of plants interest you. Remember to click on the bell if you like updates on new videos as they come out. Catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.